Hello guys and welcome back to another Yoshi Sketchy's video. Today I'll be covering the Hantavirus and symptoms and like all that stuff. I know you guys haven't seen me in a long time. This will also kind of be a little of kind of a surprise because you haven't seen me, like I said, a long time. I've just been posting other types of videos, so let's get straight into it. First, what is the Hantavirus? The Hantavirus is it's a disease that's been around since the 50s. And usually the Hantavirus is spread by mice, rats, mainly mice and rats. And sometimes other rodents, but mice and rats. So it has a 40% mortality rate. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, 40%. So that's good to know, guys. Wait a second. Okay, never mind. Anyway, the Hantavirus is a virus that is multiple viruses into one big virus. So it's like a cluster of viruses. It's not just one virus. So it is a lot different from other viruses like the coronavirus, COVID-19. And this is something that I wanted to talk about. It's the way this is spreaded, is, like I said, mice, rodents, and I think primarily, field mice. So how did this outbreak start? Like I said, it's been around since the 50s. This is something I don't think you guys know. The Hantavirus has been around like for a long time. And I don't know if you guys noticed, but when the actor and his wife died, Hantavirus was the one that killed him. See, they found mice droppings on the wife's plates, and they were eating from it, so they got that. Well, you might be wondering, well, what does this have mouse droppings to do with? Hantavirus is spreaded by mice and rats droppings, urine, and saliva. Their bodily fluids. They are usually spread by like droppings being in like dust, and when you're like, for example, cleaning up, the dust will get in it to your body. You'll breathe it in, and then that is how you'll get the Hantavirus most of the time. How is it becoming such like popular and like scary recently? Well, the cruise ship I think it's called MV Honduras, Hormuz, or no, it's Hormuz, something like that, took off from southern Argentina. And while they were going, the husband of a Dutch couple died. The captain reassured everybody that this was nothing to do with health concerns, and it was just a very unfortunate death. Later on, other people started showing mild symptoms of the Hantavirus, and well, they were going to drop off the body at some islands, 30 of the passengers left the ship. Actually, I think 34, 36. Somewhere on that. Left the ship. And when they left the ship, not knowingly, the wife had the Hantavirus. And we'll get back to that. But while they were going, more and more people started dying. And they were eventually getting ready to dock at the Spanish islands off the coast of there. As they approached, everybody at the island said, no, we are not accepting these people. But I think eventually they were forced to accept, and that's how that happened. I don't even know if it docked. I think it might have stayed in the water when ships started surrounding it and teams in like biohazard suits and stuff started trying to evacuate the members. I think there was 15 deaths on the cruise ship. Multiple people have been quarantined. Everybody was quarantined and taken to somewhere. Passengers on the cruise ship consisted of Germans, Americans, Argentinians, Spain, and a few other countries. And it was, when they docked, they found that or it might not have been confirmed, but what I think happened was the husband of the Dutch couple had already had the Hantavirus and got on that cruise ship. And the Hantavirus usually cannot spread from human to human. Although the Hantavirus in the Americas around here, like South America, has a virus in it called Andes. Andes can spread from human to human if they're in a close space for a long time. For example, a cruise ship. And so they got like everybody on that cruise ship kind of infected almost. And that's how that happened. Debunking. Listen. This cannot be a COVID-19. This cannot be a coronavirus. This cannot be nothing like that. It's not really that bad. Mortality rate wise, yes. But this is nearly not like contagious at all. And should you be worried? No. There's only a few people that are out, like self-quarantined. Some in Virginia, 2 in Virginia, 2 in Texas, unknown amount in California, few in some other places. So you guys should not be worried about this at all. So back to debunking. As far as debunking goes, see, this cannot, like I said, this cannot be a coronavirus. This cannot be a COVID-19. This is, it cannot spread from human to human very easily. There's not going to be an outbreak of this. I guess there was kind of already an outbreak, but this isn't going to be a pandemic. What I think that we messed up doing, though, We give people the option to self-quarantine or stay in quarantine. Like, self-quarantine, like, go to their house and just self-quarantine, or just stay at the quarantine facility. Obviously, everybody said self-quarantine. They would do a thorough check on everybody to make sure they do not have the virus, but of course, even though they're released, still, you know, as far as symptoms go. So, the symptoms can start 1 to 8 weeks after getting it. First symptoms is like flu, like fever, and all those. In the second stage, it's a lot worse. Start coughing up blood, respiratory failure, respiratory problems in general. And that's one of the reasons why it's very bad. I feel bad for the people that are quarantined. See, I realize we can't let these people walk free. But the internet is treating this like a trend, a meme. This is funny. This is not funny. There are humans that were on that ship, and we're acting like it's a trend. I've seen a lot of Squid Game things where it shows Season 1, 2020, COVID-19. Season 1, Season 1, COVID-19. And then after, and then that'll be like Squid Game, like this, like that. And then it'll be like Season 2, 2026, Hantavirus, and it's like, they're screaming like, ah! And I've seen this video of this dude was in quarantine, and all he had was just a bed, like a dresser drawer, and then like an exercise machine. I think he might have had a TV, maybe not. And then he was like, "We are humans. We are not a trend. We are not funny. This is actual humans that have to go through this terrible disease." Sad part is, if you have this, you're not gonna survive. If you have this, you're not gonna survive. There's no cure. They can't really do anything. All you can do really is just pray that you don't die. And that's the bad part. That is about it, guys. I just wanted to kind of cover the Hantavirus. I might do I might do another video where it's a little more in-depth later on. But right now, I'm just gonna say, good. Thank you for watching this, guys. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe. See ya. Peace.